of the farming technologies that Kenyans are adapting nowadays. Climate change is one of the few reasons that Kenyans are opting to use greenhouse farming. Tomatoes are one of the crops mostly grown in greenhouses. Farming of tomatoes in greenhouses has raised hopes that the vegetable grown will be available throughout the year, and also the prices will be affordable and reasonable. In our country, Kenya, greenhouse technology has not been fully accepted, unlike in other countries where the technology has been in full operation. This has led to Kenya not having enough and sufficient supply of products, especially tomatoes. Planting them in open field usually brings poor yields and low supply. There are two types of tomatoes, determinate and indeterminate. Determinate types are short and do not require support, while indeterminate types grow endlessly and require support. In our case today, we are going to feature indeterminate types which Mr. and Mrs. Kariuki grow in their greenhouses.
Like now we have Prosta from Simiru company. It's doing very well, by the way. And Tilka from Sidienta.
There are also various varieties of tomatoes popular in the fresh market. They include Moneymaker, Moglob, Momind, Elgon Doom, and Beauty. The common indeterminate tomato grown is the Anna F1 and the Monset F1. Tomato seedlings are raised in the nursery. The nursery bed is where the tomato seeds are planted before being transplanted later to their resting bed. The seeds should be drilled thinly in rows 20 cm apart and 1 cm deep. The soil should be kept moist and not waterlogged. The soil should be well prepared, thoroughly dug to 1.5 feet deep to loosen it. Manure is best advised to use during planting besides fertilizer. 1 wheelbarrow per square meter should be used and mixed well with the soil. Tomatoes are supported early as possible to avoid bending. This should be done when the crop is half a foot high. Plastic strings are more recommended, and they should be too light to allow the plant space to expand and avoid injury to the stem. The strings are twisted around the plants on a weekly basis as the plants continue to grow.
These plants, you tie it from where the branch of this leaf is. Tie it up with this string, pull it up, and then wind it up here, so that now the plant will always be supported by the string. Even if the weight of the tomatoes increases, it will still be supported here so that the plant doesn't break.
Defoliation, which is too many leaves on the plant, usually increases the canopy cover, which results to high relative humidity. This increases chances of diseases and pests to attack the plant. All leaves should be removed as well as the suckers as soon as they appear.
Ni medium shot.
The advantages of farming tomatoes in a greenhouse are: they maintain constant supply of the fruits throughout the year. The crops get high yields compared to open field farming. The pest decreases to not affect the crops by 50%, unlike when planted in an open field.
They are good because it's always in market.
Any other?
They grow very fast for only 3 months. They are if you are able to manage them, they are not stressing. You have a stronger for within 6 months, from 1 month to 6 months or 8.
Greenhouse farming is cost efficient since it does not require a lot of land. This is because the cost of productivity of an open land per square meter is very expensive. When applying fertilizer, it is best advised that the farmer top dresses the soil with CAN or urea to enhance the vigor after the first harvesting. Trenches can be made between the rows, or the farmer can use the drip system in which the fertilizer is mixed with water. Harvesting of tomatoes usually starts at 10 weeks after transplanting, when tomatoes have about 10 trusses and each truss has 7 to 8 fruits. A truss should appear after every 18 centimeters of the plant. Trusses are a bunch of leaves that are usually around the fruit cluster. Each tomato plant is expected to yield at least 20 kg after 8 months. The cost of greenhouses usually varies with the cost of materials used. Materials used can be timber, aluminium, steel, or glass.
The ones that we have here of the timber structures are 3. So that if you put that to be a cost at about a cost of 360. For the seedlings, they have about 3,000 plants. At one seedling is about 30 shillings, or is 10 shillings each. So that is about 30,000 for the seedlings. Manure, you put 3 trucks each, one truck per each, and one truck is about 22,000 per truck of the manure. Then you come to the fertilizers, which on those ones is about a kilo per bag, 2-3 kilos per each greenhouse. So it will come to about, for the 3 of them, you come to about that is 360. It will come to about 400,000 to put up the 3 structures and the plants.
The expected revenue of tomatoes is usually high depending with the market that is readily available. For one greenhouse measuring 50 meters by 30 meters, 1,000 tomato plant planted, each producing 20 kgs, are expected to bring in 400,000 shillings. The total cost when you subtract all the miscellaneous should come to 252,200 shillings. Therefore, your expected profit comes to 144,800 shillings.
It will depend on the market, the prices on the market, and the variety of the plant, the tomatoes. Because one is supposed to give you 15 kg after 6 months. You multiply by, if a kilo is 1,100 per kilo. You, for 1,000 tomatoes, you can acquire 1.5 within 6 months.
Always remember, when planting tomatoes in a greenhouse, you should use clean water, use the correct fertilizer and chemicals, always test the soil for proper nutrient levels, always buy the certified seeds recommended for greenhouses, and carefully observe and manage your plant throughout its lifetime.
I'm Eudia, your presenter for today. Join me next time as we look at the horticulture industry.